For the people that say that Papa is demonic and this is witchcraft, I am here to tell you that I used to be an ex-witch. Perfect morning, saints. My name is Saint Tisha, and I went to the Holy Fire Conference. And when I say that I've never experienced something like this in my life before, and for anyone that is thinking that for the people that say that Papa is demonic and this is witchcraft, I am here to tell you that I used to be an ex-witch. I used to be in witchcraft and heavy witchcraft, the Palo Mayombe, Santeria, and all of that, and this is not witchcraft. Why do you guys think that why does these witches have power, but you guys don't believe that God's people can have power? I don't understand that. But for my testimony, I used to be in very heavy witchcraft, and when I had my daughter, I almost lost my daughter at childbirth, and the enemy tried to take my daughter out. He tried to take me out. And after that, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. I was diagnosed with like heavy excessive anxiety. Yeah, and it was a lot. Honestly, it was so much. I was going to the hospital every day. Every day, like I could pull up my hospital record and show you guys. It was like almost every other day, every day. And I just remembered, I called the pastor first, and I called him. I said, I feel like I'm gonna die. I don't know what to do. He's like, I'm in a meeting right now. I can't talk, but I'll call you back later. I was like, okay, fine. And then I called my aunt, and she always watched Papa, and she's like, put on 45-minute IT. Watch Anosike and roar. And so I put it on, and I was like, okay. And I roared, and I put it on for the past 5 days after that, and I did not have panic attacks anymore. And that was my first encounter. And then I also had another encounter where I was dealing with the spirit of Jezebel, and I used to be a heavy drinker, partier, and I was in the party scene a lot. And so I know I was listening to 45-minute IT, and I started roaring, and then all I heard is, the spirit of Jezebel is leaving now, and it just felt like something like pulled off of me. And that was my second encounter. And then when I came to the Holy Fire Conference, the first day, I remember Papa said,
there is 5 people here. There are 5 of you here that the Lord wants to show a vision. Holy Spirit, right now, open their eyes.
And I just saw Papa make eye contact with me, and all I saw in his eyes was literally flames, fire. And I just remember going back, and when my head went back, I saw like a beam of light in the sky, and it was kind of like, it was like pulling me, and I felt like I was in fire. Like it felt like abundantly amount of fire flame that I was being like, I can't even explain it. It was just felt like my body was on fire, and that I felt powerful, like a power in my body that I can't even explain. And then the second day I had another encounter. That encounter, it was just even more powerful.
There is an affliction in the family. The family suffers and dies by cancers. And God is using her vibration right now. She's in the realm of the ancestral tapestry, destroying cancerous covenants.
I kept hearing my bloodline. I kept seeing my bloodline, all the affliction coming on my bloodline. And I was roaring, fighting for my bloodline. And there has been so many of affliction on my bloodline. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was fighting for all the afflictions on my bloodline. And my aunt was telling me how Papa said I was fighting in the realms for cancer. And to find out that we've literally had over 9 people in our family die of cancer. And I didn't know that. And then my aunt was the one who told me that. And it was just something out of this world. And I just want God's people to know that this is real, that the fire is real, that God is so real. And I thank God that he saved me from witchcraft, that he brought me here, and that I know that introduced me to Papa, and how Papa is able to teach us, and the way he teaches us is so pure, and he doesn't sugarcoat it, and that we need to just continue to fight. We need to continue to fight, because this is war. This is war!
Upcoming events with the bondservant of Christ, John Anosike. Roar for Canada. Revival fire and demonstration of the Spirit's power. Dates: 12th to 13th June 2026. Time: 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Venue: Center Slush Puppy, 500 Boulevard de la Cité, Gatineau, Quebec, J8T0H4, Canada. Entrée Amphitheatre entrance. To register, kindly scan the QR code on the screen.